Welcome to English Speaking Corner. This is your quiet space to practice English. Today, we are going to talk about a feeling that everyone knows. It is Monday morning. The alarm rings. You are tired. You want to stay in bed, but you have to go to work. You travel to your office, you walk through the door, and suddenly you see a colleague. They smile and ask, "How was your weekend?" Or, "Are you ready for the week?"
I know this situation very well. Your brain freezes. You know the English words, but you are too tired to find them. You want to be polite, but you also want to be honest. You do not want to say a robotic phrase like, "I am fine, thank you, and you." You want to sound natural, like a real person, even if you are sleepy.
Exactly. That is what we will practice today. We are going to build your Monday morning survival kit. We will learn gentle, polite ways to admit that you are tired. We will learn how to answer questions about your weekend without stress. And we will learn how to smoothly transition into work mode. By the end of this episode, you will feel ready to walk into any office or meeting on a Monday morning and speak with calm confidence.
Let us start with the first moment you see someone. Usually this happens at the elevator or maybe in the office kitchen while you are making coffee. The question is usually simple. How are you? Or how is it going? On a Wednesday or Thursday, you might have a lot of energy, but on Monday, the honest answer is usually that you are tired.
Right, but in English-speaking cultures, especially in professional environments like offices in the UK, the US, or international companies, we try not to be too negative. You cannot simply say, "I hate Mondays." It might sound a bit rude or aggressive to your boss. So we need phrases that are honest but soft. Here is a perfect phrase you can use. Listen first. "I am still waking up, but I'm good."
I like that one. It is very human. You are admitting that you are not 100% ready, but you are still polite. Let us break it down. I am still waking up. This uses the present continuous tense because it is happening right now, in this moment. The process of waking up is not finished yet.
Exactly. Let's practice this. I will say it slowly, and then I will leave a quiet space for you to repeat it out loud wherever you are listening. Ready? I am still waking up. Now you try.
I am still waking up.
Now let's add the second part to keep it positive. But I am good. Try the whole sentence. I am still waking up, but I am good.
That is a great way to start. It sets a nice tone. It tells your colleague, "Please be gentle with me. I haven't had my coffee yet." Speaking of coffee, that is another excellent tool for Monday mornings. Coffee is a universal language in offices. If you are feeling low energy, you can blame the need for coffee.
That is very true. If someone asks, "How are you?" you can smile and say, "I'm doing well, just waiting for the coffee to kick in." To kick in is a phrasal verb. It means to start working or to have an effect. We usually use it for medicine or caffeine.
That is a slightly more advanced phrase, but it sounds so natural. Just waiting for the coffee to kick in. It implies that once the coffee starts working, you will be a fantastic, productive employee. But right now, you are just a tired human.
Let's practice that one because the rhythm is important. Listen to the flow. Just waiting for the coffee to kick in. Notice how I link the words. Waiting for, and kick in, kick in. Try to say it smoothly. Just waiting for the coffee to kick in.
This is great because it creates a little connection with your colleague. They are probably tired too. They will probably laugh and say, "Me too, I'm on my second cup." It turns a boring greeting into a small moment of shared understanding.
Before we move to the next section, let's try one more variation for when you are feeling a bit more serious or professional, but still want to acknowledge the Monday feeling. You can say, "It is a Monday, but I am ready to get started."
I use that one a lot. "It is a Monday" is a complete sentence in itself. In English, when we use that tone, "It is a Monday," everyone understands what you mean. You mean that things are a bit slow, or busy, or difficult. It is a shorthand way of saying, well, it is the start of the week, so things are naturally a bit heavy.
Yes, intonation is key there. You usually drop your voice a little bit at the end. "It is a Monday." But then you lift your voice up for the second part. "But I am ready to get started." This shows your boss that despite the day, you are professional. Let's shadow that. "It is a Monday, but I am ready to get started."
Excellent. So now you have three options. You can say, "I am still waking up." You can say, "Just waiting for the coffee to kick in." Or you can say, it is a Monday, but I am ready. If you're enjoying these practical phrases, please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss our future lessons on workplace confidence.
Now, let us move to the second big challenge of Monday mornings, the specific question, how was your weekend? This question can be stressful. Maybe you did nothing. Maybe you just slept. Maybe you had a boring weekend, and suddenly you feel pressure to have an exciting story.
I think many learners feel they need to say, oh, I climbed a mountain and wrote a book. But actually, most people love hearing that you did nothing. It makes them feel better about their own lazy weekends. You just need the right words to describe it positively.
Exactly. If you did nothing special, do not say it was boring. That sounds negative. Instead, use the word relaxing. Relaxing is a positive word for doing nothing. You can say, it was very relaxing, thanks for asking.
That is simple and effective. It was very relaxing. It sounds intentional. It sounds like you chose to rest rather than you were just bored. Let us practice that. It was very relaxing. Thanks for asking.
Now, what if your weekend was actually too short? Maybe you had a lot of chores or you visited family and suddenly it's Monday again. This is a very common feeling. You can say, it was lovely, but it went by too fast.
Went by too fast. That is a great phrase. To go by means to pass. Time went by. We use this all the time. The weekend flew by. The summer went by quickly. When you say it went by too fast, you are sharing a feeling that everyone agrees with.
Let us listen to the pronunciation of went by. The T in went is often very soft or even silent when we speak quickly. Went by. It went by too fast. Try saying it like that. It went by too fast.
And don't forget the polite return question. This is where conversation happens. If you answer, it was relaxing, and then stop talking, the conversation dies. It can feel awkward. You must always bounce the ball back.
That is a great rule for English small talk. Always return the ball. So the full phrase is, it was very relaxing, thanks. How about yours? Or simply, how was yours?
Let us put those together into a full flow. I'll ask you the question, and I want you to answer with the relaxing option and then ask me back. Ready? Hi there. How was your weekend?
Now you answer.
I hope you said, it was very relaxing, thanks. How was yours? Now let us try the busy option. Imagine you had a lot of family time. I'll ask you, how was your weekend?
You could answer, it was busy but good. How about yours? This phrase, busy but good, is a classic. It means I did a lot of things, I am tired, but I am happy. It effectively summarizes a complex 48 hours in 3 words.
It stops people from asking too many details. If you say it was busy, they usually understand you might be tired. It is a very safe, professional answer. Now, speaker 1, what happens if the weekend was actually bad? Maybe you were sick or you had a problem. Should you tell your colleague?
That is a delicate situation. In general, for casual office small talk, we avoid heavy complaints on Monday morning. If you were sick, you can say, it was a bit quiet. I was feeling under the weather. Under the weather means feeling slightly sick, like a cold or headache. It's not a major hospital emergency, just not feeling 100%.
That is a very useful idiom. Under the weather. It's gentle. It invites sympathy but does not ruin the mood. Oh, I was a bit under the weather. And then you move on. You do not need to describe your symptoms.
So we have covered greetings and weekend talk. Now we reach the critical moment, the transition to work. You have said hello, you have discussed the weekend. Now you need to start working. This can be awkward. How do you stop talking and start typing?
This is the pivot. You need to pivot the conversation from social to professional. You do not want to just turn around and walk away. That is rude. You need a bridge phrase, a phrase that connects the 2 parts of the morning.
One of my favorites is simply asking about the plan for the day. You can say, so what's on the agenda for this week? Or do we have any big meetings today? This signals that you are ready to focus.
I like what is on the agenda. The agenda usually refers to a list of items for a meeting, but in casual conversation, it just means what is the plan or what do we have to do? It is a very proactive phrase. It shows you are a good team player.
Let us practice asking that. So what's on the agenda for today? Notice the word so at the beginning. So is a transition word. It signals that the previous topic is finished and a new topic is starting. So what's on the agenda for today?
Another great bridge phrase, especially if you are talking to your boss, is simple confirmation. You can say, well, I better dive into my emails. To dive into means to start working with energy. It creates a visual image of jumping into a swimming pool of work.
That is a very common phrasal verb in business English. I need to dive into this project. I am going to dive into the data. It sounds enthusiastic, even if you are not actually enthusiastic. It is a polite way to say, goodbye, I need to work now.
Let us try that sequence. Imagine you have finished talking about the weekend. You want to go to your desk. You say, well, I better dive into these emails. Catch you later.
Catch you later is a friendly, casual goodbye. It means I will speak to you later. It is perfect for colleagues. Let's shadow the whole sentence. Well, I better dive into these emails. Catch you later.
Now that we have all the pieces, the greeting, the weekend answer, and the work pivot, I think we should put them together. We are going to do a simulation, a role play. This is the most important part of the lesson because you get to use the English in a real flow.
We will do this scene 2 times. In the first scene, I will play the energetic colleague. I will be the one asking the questions. Speaker 2, you will play the listener. You are the person who is a bit tired but polite. We will leave pauses for the listener to shadow Speaker 2's lines.
So just to be clear, I will speak a line and then there will be silence. In that silence, you, the listener, should repeat exactly what I said. Copy my speed and my intonation. Imagine you are standing in an office corridor, holding a coffee cup.
Here we go. Scene 1. Good morning. Happy Monday. How are you doing?
I'm still waking up, but I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, thanks. Had a wonderful weekend. How was yours? Do anything fun?
It was very relaxing, thanks. Just what I needed.
That sounds nice. Sometimes you just need to rest.
Exactly. So what is on the agenda for this week?
Well, we have the team meeting at 10, but otherwise it is quiet.
Okay. Well, I better dive into my emails before the meeting.
Sounds good. See you at 10.
Catch you later.
Excellent. That was a full conversation. Did you manage to speak in the pauses? If not, do not worry. You can always go back and listen again. Now let's try a slightly different version. This time, we'll change the roles. Speaker 2 will be the energetic colleague, and I will be the tired one, but I will use different phrases this time.
Okay, I'm ready. I've had my coffee. I am the energetic one now. Listeners, this time you will shadow Speaker 1. She will use the phrases about coffee and being busy. Ready? Here we go. Hey there. Good morning. You made it to Monday.
Just waiting for the coffee to kick in. How are things with you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Did you have a good weekend?
It was busy but good. It went by too fast. How about yours?
Oh, pretty quiet. I just stayed home.
Nice. Well, it's a Monday, so I should probably get started.
Yeah, me too. Lots to do.
See you around.
Take care.
How did that feel? You notice how short these interactions are. In real life, these conversations only take about 30 seconds. You do not need 5 minutes of complex English. You just need 3 or 4 good sentences to survive the morning.
I want to highlight something you did in that last dialogue, Speaker 1. You used the phrase, see you around. This is a very casual, nice way to end a conversation when you work in the same building. It means I will see you, but I don't know exactly when, and that is okay.
Yes, it is very low pressure. See you around. It's perfect for people you see every day. Now, I want to talk about mindset for a moment. We have given you the words, but the feeling is just as important. Many English learners feel that if they are tired, their English gets worse.
That is absolutely true. When your brain is tired, your grammar filter slows down. You might forget words you usually know. This makes you nervous, which makes you forget more words. It is a cycle. The key to breaking this cycle on a Monday morning is to lower your expectations.
That is wonderful advice. Do not try to be perfect on a Monday morning. Keep your sentences short. It is okay to speak less. It is okay to be quiet. As we said at the start, saying I'm still waking up is a permission slip. You are giving yourself permission to be a bit slower.
And remember, your colleagues are likely feeling the exact same way. They are not judging your grammar. They are thinking about their own emails, their own coffee, and their own wish to be back in bed.
Let us practice one more advanced technique before we finish. This is for when you really need to buy yourself some time. Imagine someone asks you a complicated work question immediately. It is 9:05 a.m., you have just sat down, and they ask, "Hey, where is that report from last week?"
Oh, that is the worst. Panic mode. You are not ready to think about reports. You need a phrase to delay them politely. You should not say, I don't know. You should say, let me check on that and get back to you.
That is the ultimate professional delay phrase. Let me check on that. It implies you will find the answer, but not right this second.
And get back to you means I will answer you later. It puts you in control.
Let us chat on that one. It is very useful for your confidence. Let me check on that and get back to you.
Try to stress the verbs check and get. Let me check on that and get back to you.
So if you combine this with our previous phrases, you are completely protected. If they ask, how are you? You say, just waiting for the coffee to kick in. If they ask about the weekend, you say, it was relaxing. And if they ask a hard work question, you say, let me check on that and get back to you. You are invincible.
You really are. You have built a shield of English around yourself. You can take your time, wake up slowly, and still look like a professional.
We should also mention body language briefly. Even if you are saying, I am tired, try to keep your face open. A small smile goes a long way. If you say, I am tired with a frown, you look angry. If you say, I am tired with a smile, you look relatable.
That is a very subtle but important difference. English is not just words, it's how we deliver them. Soften your voice, use rising intonation. Instead of a flat, I am tired, try a melodic, I am so tired today. It sounds friendlier.
Let us try that melody. Listen to the difference. Flat, I am tired. Melodic, I am so tired today. Try the melodic version.
It sounds like you are sharing a secret rather than complaining. That's the sweet spot for office small talk. You want to bond with people, not push them away.
We have covered a lot of ground today. We started with the alarm clock and moved all the way to starting your work tasks. I hope you can see that Monday mornings do not have to be scary. You just need a script. And now you have one.
I recommend you listen to this episode again tomorrow morning while you are getting ready. Put your headphones on while you brush your teeth or make your breakfast. Shadow the phrases again. By the time you get to work, the words will be fresh in your mouth.
And if you want to really lock this in, here's a small challenge for you. In the comments section, I want you to tell us, what is your go-to Monday coffee phrase? Do you say, I need coffee, or I am still waking up? Write your favorite phrase from this lesson in the comments. It helps you remember it.
It really does help to write it down. And remember, this channel, English Speaking Corner, is here to support you. We know that learning English for real life is different from learning it in a textbook. In a textbook, everyone is always fine. In real life, we are tired, we are busy, and we are human.
We want you to feel confident being human in English.
Before we go, let's do a final quick review of our top 3 phrases. I will say the situation, and you try to say the phrase out loud before speaker 2 says it. Ready? Situation 1, greeting a colleague when you are sleepy.
I am still waking up, but I'm good.
Situation 2, answering the question, how was your weekend, when you did nothing?
It was very relaxing, thanks.
Situation 3, ending the conversation to start work.
I better dive into these emails.
Perfect. You have got this. You are ready for the week. Thank you so much for joining us in the English Speaking Corner today. Keep practicing, keep listening, and be kind to yourself on Mondays.
Yes, take it one step at a time. Your English is getting better every day. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
See you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Catch you later.